Hi guys, Sandy from the Paddle School here. In this video today, we're going to talk about why it's really important to serve and volley, so to approach the net straight after you serve. I'm going to give you 3 reasons why you need to be doing that. We're going to talk about the common errors, what players often do and make a mistake when they're serve and volleying, and we're also going to talk about what you should do as a returner if your opponent doesn't serve and volley, because you can take advantage very quickly in the point. Now, if you like this type of content, please click subscribe and it shows me that you're enjoying it. So the first reason is that you lose the net position. Now the main objective in paddle is to get that net position because it's easier to win the point when you're closer to the net. Even if you're not confident at net, it's better for you to get that net position because it means that your opponents are at the back. Whereas if you start at the back of the court, it means your opponents can come forward and you've ended up lost that net position, which is a really important part of the game. The second reason is that you put your partner out of position, because if you don't go forward to your partner, it means that there's a gap down the middle of the court that's easy for your opponents to hit into, and that means that it's actually your partner who has to retreat and come to the back of the court with you. So if you stay back here after your serve, it then means that your partner is the one who has to come back to join you at the back of the court, so you're both in the defending position.
Here you can see the server stays back, and what that means is his partner's stuck at net and he's way at the back, so it gives the opponents an easy ball to lob over his partner or hit to him, and either way they take that net position.
And the third reason is that you're effectively handing your opponents that net position. Like we mentioned before, the objective of paddle is to take the net, and you're basically going from a position where you could take the net to giving it to your opponents. Now in paddle, they used to have the rule when paddle first started that the servers had to stay at the back of the court and the returners are the ones that approached, but they changed the game to give the advantage to the server, so it's important that you take advantage of that.
Here's an example of the server staying back, and all the returner has to do is hit to them at the back and then come forward with their partner, and essentially the server is giving their opponents the net.
So 2 of the most common errors, the first one is not getting into the right position. So players, they'll often serve, they get into this position and they're still too far back. They've still got that separation with their partner, so their partner's out of position, and it also means that their opponents can hit down to their feet and still approach. So if you're going to serve volley, you should serve volley all the way up to the right court position. The second most common error is the accuracy of the serve. If players are not aiming their serve or not hitting a good serve, they end up hitting an easy serve, they run to net, and it's easy for their opponents to hit into the gaps past them.
Here you can see the server isn't taking enough care on the accuracy of his serve. It's easy for the returner, and therefore he has a difficult first volley that he's picking up off his feet.
So if you're playing against someone that doesn't serve volley, the best thing that you can do as a returner is just hit back to the server and then come forward into that net position. Too often players are hitting to that volleyer, and what happens is they end up putting under pressure, when really you want to hit back to the person at the back of the court. That way you and your partner can come forward and easily take advantage in the point. Now, it's really important to have a good serve if you're serve volleying, and we've talked about this earlier. So on this side, I'm going to put a playlist of serve videos, and that way you can help improve that part of your game.